New school. I hope you like all these new facilities, right? You didn't have an auditorium like this, correct? But I'm really glad that we all have been able to persuade the city administration to give you this wonderful facility. I have just seen almost all the floors and all the rooms, and I truly like it. I wish I was your age and studying in this school again. So it will be always a pleasure to interact with all of you, not only here, but anytime, anywhere in the world. Because I am sure all of you are going to be bright young people when you grow up, finish your college degrees, and start working. So at that time, which should be around 6 years from now, I look forward to interacting with you, most probably in India. If you find that I am visible somewhere, you can simply come up to me and you can tell me or my wife that I am from Intellect school in Kiev. Okay? Is it a promise? Yes. Okay. So once again, I wish a very, very bright future to all of you, and all the best to the school administration, and everyone who is behind running this school. I am sure there are other activities which will also keep you in touch with India and Indian culture, either through yoga, meditation, and everything else. But I would also request strongly to the school authorities that now that you have this wonderful facility in a great school, you must observe at least one important day, which is the birthday of Mahatma Gandhi. We have just passed this on the 2nd October, and it is also the International Day of Non-Violence. I will strongly recommend that every year from now onwards, you put it on your calendar. 2nd October, you will have a special function on observing the birthday of Mahatma Gandhi and International Day of Non-Violence. All right? All the best to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ambassador. We'll be having a short video clip of our previous activities on yoga, and then we'll request you to see some of the programs, and then we'll continue with some program. Please take. Thank you. Много лет практикуя йога, это дыхательные упражнения, пранаяму, релаксации, медитации, я сам в собственной жизни получил большую пользу и хочу делиться с этими, чтобы все дети Украины смогли получить от этого пользу и развивались онлайн.
Нашим суперінтенсивним графіком, подібні практичні заняття, взагалі сама суть йоги, яка розслабляє, яка дає бажання жити, творити, це дуже важливо і, я впевнений, нам дуже допомагає.
Это мое уже 4-е занятие, и мне нравится, как легко стало дышать и концентрироваться.
Людина повинна відчувати все те, що було зроблено в Індії, яка має дуже багату і серйозну історію культури, філософії. Це великий плюс підготовки наших випускників. Більш того, це вимагає сучасне життя.
Олексій Приймак. Олексій Приймак, пісня зараз буде. Включи микрофон. Включи микрофон. Микрофон. Да, отлично. Пробуй.
Stars, silver fragments falling, we are made of stars. We are made of stars, silver fragments falling, we are made of stars. You heal me, you feel me, ignite a flame within me. Begging you, don't escape. No more, no more, no more. 'Cause we are all made of stars, silver fragments falling. We are made of stars. We are made of stars, searching for their secrets from aliens. Made of stars. Tell me that you understand. Come in close and take my hands. Fall across the sky and there's no flow and there's no ceiling in. Dance with me like we are made of stars. 'Cause we are made of stars, silver fragments falling. We are made of stars. We are made of stars, searching for their secrets from aliens. Made of stars. Dance with me like we are made of stars. Dance with me like we are made of stars.
Thank you very much.
First things first, I'ma say all the words I said nothing. I'm fired up and tired of the ways it seems to be. The ways it seems to be. Second thing second, don't you tell me what you think that I can be. I'm the one at the sail, I'm the master of my sea. The master of my sea. I was broken from a young age, taking my sulking to the masses, writing my poems for the few that looked at me, shook at me, feel me, sing from heart. Of a pain, taking my message, of a pain, speaking my lessons through the brain, seeing the beauty through the pain. You made me a believer, believer. Pain, you break me down, you build me a believer, believer. Pain, I let the bullets fire with the rain. My life bring up is a crowd full of ashes to the crowd, hoping my feelings they would drown. But I never did, ever did, everything full and hit me, they were covered and rain down, like, babe, make me a believer, believer. Babe, you break me down, you feed me a believer, believer. Babe, I let the bullets fly and disobey. My life, my God, you can't go. Babe, you make me a believer, believer. Love seems lost by the grace of the fire and the flames. You're the face of the future, the blood in my veins up. Ooh, the blood in my veins up. But I never did, ever did, everything flowing. Give me the killer coming and rain down like. Babe, you make me a believer, believer. Babe, you bring me down, you make me a believer, believer. Babe, I let the bullets fly and disobey. My love, my God, you can't go. Babe, you make me a believer, believer.
Вступ згадали щойно ми, і все в пам'яті стоїть.
Як злякалися тоді, знання всі напружили, так все мріяли пройти. І пройшли, тут почало. Марафон ліцею наш. Чи хоч спати раз приніс.
Ладно, що не говорив?
Ми кохані, наші красиві, жителі, ви даєте нам.
Ви королеви класу, наші богині, без вас нам сумно тут, з вами ми щасливі. Ввечері уроки, зранку швидкі кроки. Ей! Ви королеви тестів, хоча й страшенно. Ми боїмося їх, але то миттєво. Тести пролетіли, маємо нові сили. І знов. Закон є один, нам навчання мовили.
Ми щастю йдемо, свято радісне у нас, і вітання звідусіль. Нехай квіти завжди скрізь, що не вистачить валіз, і життя, що без сліз. Ми кохані, наші красиві, вчителі, ви даєте нам крила.
Ви королеви класу, наші богині, без вас нам сумно тут, з вами ми щасливі. Ввечері уроки, зранку швидкі кроки. Ліцей. Ви королеви тестів, хоча й страшенно. Ми
Типа наша тест закончилась, можно идти.
Я хочу на математику. Я хочу на математику.
Я хочу на биологию. Пожалуйста, возьмите Михаил, запишите. А куда вы пошли? Он ко мне или что?
Эта камера какая-то странная. Она не фокусирует нормально на сцену. Вообще, я не, ну там типа можно крутить и меняется фокус. Я кручу на максимум резкости, и максимум резкости почему-то не падает на сцену.
Ну, что-то будет делать, или все, на этом мы закончили.
Я вообще не понимаю, кому нужно эти фокусы.
Это типа стык шумных детей во всех, типа у нас был посол, давайте сделаем стык и выложим фотку.
Ну, пару мам лайкнут.
И плюс они потом хотят, по-моему, это скинуть видео тоже хотят смотреть. О, ты мой сладкий. Не держи.
My dear friends, you have seen the new school, how the lyceum-intellect has come up with the new version. I will request His Excellency, the Ambassador of India in Ukraine, Mr. Manoджа Кумара Бхарті, to take the stage, and we'll be having a small official part for the inauguration of the permanent yoga club in Intellect, lyceum-intellect, and we'll request his blessings for this occasion. And also, it has been declared that one of the corridors of the lyceum will be dedicated to the Indian-Ukrainian friendship corridor. I will request His Excellency to say a few words about the achievements which he has already seen in this lyceum on yoga, and I will request him to inaugurate this on this occasion, how we will be continuing in this lyceum for the whole year. Already the timetable, the program has been prepared for every week. We'll be having yoga classes with different classes of different ages, and we'll be continuing with a lot of activities to explain, promote, and get the benefits of yoga and also Ayurveda. I would like to also declare that the Ukrainian Association of Ayurveda Yoga is already formed, and today we have the director and the core committee member Kundan and Alexei to join us, and wife of India Club in Ukraine, Mrs. Allah, Dr. Allah, she's also here with us. So this is a great opportunity for us to have this event opened in such a auspicious way. Thank you. I request His Excellency.
So I take the stage once again, and this time to inaugurate your yoga activities and the school which is so close to us and to the Indian culture. I don't know, all of you are in which grade? Grade 9, 10 or 11? 11. So you would have heard my lecture last year, right? Okay. If that is the case, then let me tell you a few things which I didn't say in my last lecture. And it mostly relates to a realization that the whole life, human life, the science, everything that we study, geography, history, physics, chemistry, mathematics, later on some of you will go to biotechnology, IT, or nuclear physics, or space science, no one knows, or business management. everything that we have been trying to learn relates to our world, how the world behaves, what is the world about. What happens in front of our eyes, we are trying to understand and learn how to manipulate the nature to our benefit, what to do so that our lives are more comfortable, and how to use science to the best of our knowledge and capability. This is what this world is all about. Do you agree with me? Think of it and you will see that everything in this world that we are doing or is being done is for the benefit of us, how to live a life more comfortably. Okay? Now, there are certain things even now that the scientists are not able to find. For example, give me an example. What is it in this search the scientists are still struggling to find? Give me an example. Yes?
Life on other planets.
Sorry?
Well, life on other planets.
Oh, now that's still a physical thing, and it is still, okay, I'll take it, but I'll interpret it in a different way. What about, yes? Sorry? Cancer. Even that is much simpler than what I have in mind. Yes? Origin of life. Bionic organs is once again a scientific thing. What is life? And another interesting thing which the scientists have not able to get, what is the nature of the universe? How old is the universe? The scientists are still struggling to find. And those of you who have little interest in astronomy, you will find that the scientists today say that the whole universe was created through a big bang about 13.7 billion years ago. But the new findings of astrophysics tells us that it is not correct. The universe is still older than this. Why I am saying all this is that there is another way to look at these questions and find the answers. Whatever we are doing in terms of science and experiments is limited to our three-dimensional world. Three-dimension, length, breadth and height. This is our three-dimensional world. And everything that we are trying is to experiment through the three-dimensional world in this three-dimensional world. The other system to find the answers of all these complicated questions, what is life, what is death, what is the nature of the universe, is through the system of Indian philosophy. When you meditate in a deep state of meditation, you come to know the answers of all these questions. But there is a problem there. Once you know the answer, you will find that you cannot tell it to anyone else because nobody will believe in you. They will say, this chap has gone mad. He has lost his mind and he is hallucinating. If I say that I know all the answers, I have X, Y or Z to tell you and this is the whole answer, you will say that Indian ambassador has gone mad. He is hallucinating, he is not making any sense. This is the beauty and complication of Indian philosophy. It says that each one of us can get to know the answer, but we cannot tell it to anyone else. This knowledge cannot be told by a teacher. It cannot be told by a book. You can realize it and see it in your mind. And then you will find the answer, but then you won't be able to say it to anyone because people will say, it's not possible. It is like a dream, you are dreaming and it is not the right answer. So, how do we get this self-realization of these answers? As a student, you meditate. And yoga helps you to prepare to meditate deeply. This is the significance of yoga. Meditation, you just try and sit down. Your mind will be moving around here and there. You will get an itching here, you will get an itching here. You won't be able to sit still. You won't be able to concentrate your mind. And if you practice yoga, your mind will be under your control and your body will be fit to sit for a prolonged period and go into deep meditation. This is the actual purpose of yoga. What we are doing today, and the world over, people are doing yoga, yoga, yoga. Somebody is doing hot yoga, somebody is doing hanging yoga, somebody is doing I don't know what kind of yoga. All of them are only aiming at the byproduct of yoga. And what is the byproduct of yoga? Byproduct of yoga is a healthy body, and little peaceful mind. In your day-to-day life, you can have a peaceful mind, and your body can be fit, and you will not fall sick easily. These are just the byproducts. If you learn yoga properly, then you will understand how more peaceful you can be, how more knowledgeable you can be, what kind of knowledge you can get, and then you can spread it amongst others. I told you that this knowledge cannot be shared. So why I am lecturing? Why is there a guru? Why is there somebody to take classes? The only purpose of a guru is to tell you that there is this path of meditation, and if you go into this path, you will find so and so feeling. If you have that feeling, it means you are on the right path. You go ahead, you will find some other milestone. This is what will happen. If you get that feeling, you are on the right track. This is all that a guru is supposed to tell you. Because he cannot give you that experience. He cannot give you that realization which you need to do yourself. Treat it like a pathway from here to Kharkiv, let's say. Kharkiv, you have to reach yourself. Nobody else can go for you. If you want to go to Kharkiv, you have to go. But if you go on the path to Kharkiv, you come across Poltava, you come across something else. Once you are in Poltava, you understand, I am on the right track for Kharkiv. Am I right? This is exactly what a guru is supposed to tell you. If you meditate, you will find something. If you are there, then you know that you are on the right track. Move on, go on. That is about yoga. And I wish all of you a good understanding of this concept. Where does Ayurveda fit in? If you fall sick in the course of this practice of meditation, if something happens to your body, the nature takes care of your body. Right now, the medicines that we take are chemical compounds which we prepare through research, massive research. But Indian philosophy tells you, you are part of the nature. And if something goes wrong, if you take care of your body properly, the nature will heal you up. Do not worry. But to do this, you need to have a certain lifestyle. You don't wake up till 2 o'clock in the morning to go to disco or spend time in nightclub, or you do not eat X, Y, or Z. These are just lifestyles. And it says that if you follow this lifestyle, the body reacts positively to nature. And then to mix it with natural phenomena, the whole study of Ayurveda is like a medical science but in a different fashion. It says the main reason for any problem with your body is limited to 3 fundamental basic properties, which is related to air, liquid, and your cough. You know, when you have cold, you have sputum. That is normal understanding. Cough, pitta, and vata. These 3 things are the cause of each problem that our body faces. And then they have devised as to what part of nature can create imbalance in X part, pitta, vata, or cough. Take the tree, so-and-so tree, take the leaf, mix it with honey or mix it with hot water, drink it. That is the medicine. These are proven facts. These are codified 3,000 years ago, or God knows when, and today the WHO also accepts these codification of Ayurvedic treatment. That is the reason why we want to let people in Ukraine also understand the concept of Ayurveda, the benefits of Ayurveda, and the practice of Ayurveda. I am glad that we have set up Ukrainian Association of Ayurveda and Yoga, which is a great step forward. Just like I mentioned earlier about to the teachers to hold an International Day of Non-Violence, I will strongly recommend that the school interacts with the Ukrainian Association of Ayurveda and Yoga and organizes a couple of lectures for the passing out student who are in the 11th grade. They take about 10 lessons of Ayurveda so that they are prepared for their life. I hope this suggestion makes sense and the school authority take note of this suggestion. Thank you very much, and once again I congratulate you for your yoga center. What do you call it? Yoga club. All the best to all of you.
Thank you, Your Highness. I will request Mr. Kundan Alexei, the core committee member of Ukrainian Association of Ayurveda and Yoga. I will request Dr. Alla to come to the stage. She is the wife of India Club in Ukraine. I will request Vasily to join us. Ludmila, please join us. Alexander, please join us. So we will be having a small kind of opening of our yoga club in Ukraine, and we will request that the whole school children will be benefited from this regular practice of yoga, which we have already started for last 6-7 months, last academic session. And interestingly, it will be very good to see that all the children of Ukraine will be having this kind of facilities with the base, we'll be making this base of training center of yoga for the children, for the teachers, and for the parents, for the whole of the country. And this step, this small step which I have started, it will turn to a great achievement for the whole country, I am very much sure. I will thank Sonia for preparing the wonderful Rangoli, the Indian cultural, very nice design with her friend. What's her name? Martha. Marsha. They had taken 5-6 hours yesterday to prepare that beautiful creation which you have seen in the ground floor. And this is one of the Indian cultural, designs which we usually do in different festival occasions. I will request Alla to say a few words. She's a doctor and she's also doing yoga trainer. So she can share something from her, and then I'll request Kundan to tell something.
Thank you. If anybody don't mind, I speak in Russian.
Yeah.
It's okay? Okay? Дорогие дети, и все, кто здесь присутствует. В общем, у меня тоже как бы путь традиционного доктора рано или поздно привел меня к немножко в другом направлении. Я 1,5 года назад, ну почти 2 года назад стала преподавать йогу для беременных женщин. И так как я гинеколог и в принципе работаю с женщинами, я осознала, преподавая йогу для беременных, что, наверное, где-то больше пользы я приношу беременным девочкам, когда я их учу слушать свое тело, понимать, что с ними происходит. Они намного больше готовятся к этому процессу. Вам, конечно, об этом рано говорить, но они более готовы ментально, они больше переносят с радостью этот процесс самой беременности, и они спокойно входят в состояние самого главного момента встречи с малышом, чем когда я назначаю лекарства, интерпретирую им анализы и назначаю там нужное обследование. Поэтому, конечно, путь к йоге, путь к здоровью, мои дети тоже не очень склонны к аюрведическим препаратам, но рано или поздно мы приходим к этому, когда мы понимаем, что в чем есть больше польза для нас. Понятно, насильно прийти в этот путь нельзя, стать на этот путь. Конечно, это должно отзываться изнутри. Конечно, вы должны чувствовать, если вы выбираете какое-то направление жизни, что вам именно это надо сейчас, в эту минуту. Поэтому каждый человек приходит рано или поздно на тот уровень, когда он понимает, что уже назад пути нет, и нужно уже что-то менять в жизни, бросать там, вести неправильный образ жизни, или обращать внимание на свое тело, все, что происходит с нами изнутри, заниматься, скажем, чисткой своих мыслей и концентрироваться на том, что происходит у нас в голове, и думать, как с этим быть. Поэтому у каждого это свой момент жизни, когда это происходит. Не нужно переживать, что кто-то начал, я еще не начал этим заниматься. Всему свое время. Ну, всем, конечно, желаю реализации ваших планов, быть при этом здоровыми и ментально, и физически. И я очень благодарна, что сегодня я на этой встрече. Мне очень приятно видеть такую прекрасную школу. Старший сын закончил, ему не удалось увидеть, но еще он приедет, посмотрит. И я думаю, что он очень будет гордиться тем, что вот школа, она достойна еще большего, еще лучшего. И вы, конечно же, должны соответствовать вот такой школе, еще больше поднимать уровень ваших знаний, чтобы гордились и ваши родители, и школа вашими успехами. Спасибо большое.
Дорогие друзья, сэр, я скажу на русском языке, что более-менее понятно, я знаю, что вы знаете английский язык. Я скажу вам самое главное. Это не просто так, что йога есть в вашей школе. Я читаю, если по индийской философии, это большое благословение. Это и есть благословение. Вы избраны, что вы получили такое. А второе скажу, что господин Маноджа Кумара Бхарти рекомендовал, что мы провели это аюрведический курс. Конечно, со согласия с вашими директорами, мы обязательно это будем делать. Спасибо вам. Еще, если я хочу быть маленьким, то еще раз попасть в такую школу. Спасибо.
I will request Vasily to speak a few words. He represents together with me the Heartfulness Institute. You can see in both sides this. We were trying to train you for last few months, for the last academic session, about yoga, meditation, relaxation. So he will speak a few words in Russian. Thank you.
Здравствуйте всем. Вы, наверное, меня уже все знаете, проводили медитации. Ну, что хочу сказать, это, первое, что, наверное, это первое, йога-клуб вообще в Украине, я так понимаю. И, хочется поздравить нас всех с открытием. Уверен, что это принесет пользу нам всем. По йоге, думаю, что вы и так все знаете. Если не знаете, мы на уроках более детально все разберем. Спасибо.
I will request Ludmila to say a few words about the opening of this great organization here.
In English, Russian or Ukrainian. Українською мовою ще не говорили. Я вітаю всіх присутніх з відкриттям клубу, таким невеличким колективом, але зал вміщає багато людей, то я думаю, в клубі приєднається набагато більше людей, дітей, вчителів, починаючи з 3-го класу. У нас там вже розписаний розклад. Ну, поки що для менших, по 11 класам треба до ЗНО готуватися. Ну і десь йога може на перервах. У Арнаба є час на перервах. Дякую.
Alexander share his feelings on this opening of the yoga club in Lіцей Інтелект.
Я очень рад, что мы успели, чтобы посол Индии увидел наше новое здание. Я думаю, что для него был резкий контраст увидеть то, что было год тому, и то, что есть сейчас. И, конечно же, это дает возможности нам больше использовать и опыт Арнава, и новых наших теперь друзей, которые будут распространять и искусство, и культуру Индии. Поэтому еще раз хочу поздравить всех с открытием клуба. Я надеюсь, что вы будете не только сами активно в этом участвовать, а и ваши родители. Подтянем еще учителей. И все вместе будем, во всяком случае, участвовать в этом по мере сил и возможностей. И я думаю, что чем больше мы будем в этом принимать участие, тем больше пользы будет, и мы сами в это втянемся. И, надеюсь, весь состав лицея будет участником йога-клуба в нашем лицее. Спасибо.
Few words to Alexei.
I have one more suggestion which has come to my mind, so I will say it before, please excuse me. You know, this is such a lovely facility. I don't know whether the school plans to use it in the evenings for cultural performances or not. We would suggest that we can organize cultural performances, Indian cultural performances, for not only the students, but the parents of students. You know, suppose comes from India. We organize a function outside and another function here for students and their parents. They can come, whoever would like to come. Okay? Good. Thank you.
Здравствуйте. Я буду по-русски говорить. Я бы хотел сегодня вас всех поздравить. У вас как раз тот возраст, когда очень хорошо входить в йогу, потому что в этом возрасте вы уже более-менее осознанные и как бы немножко уже повзрослели. Когда маленьким детям преподают йогу, их можно преподавать, ну, это как гимнастика, там. А вот сейчас у вас самое время серьезно этим заняться. Я вот смотрю сейчас на вас, вспоминаю себя, это 1980 год. Именно в это время я уже занимался йогой. А потом со временем йога мне очень много помогала в армии, в жизни. Я просто вам очень советую. У вас просто сейчас уникальная возможность изучить этот предмет. Это не просто какое-то хобби или как просто фитнес. Это, можно сказать, это образ жизни, образ мысли. Если вы будете внимательно и правильно делать йогу, у вас в жизни всегда будет тот инструмент, когда вы сможете справиться с любыми задачами. Потому что вы через йогу будете хорошо знать себя, свое тело, свой менталитет, будете хорошо знать свою психологию. Если вы будете владеть собой, все остальное для вас будет очень, вы будете, скажем так, успешны везде. Потому что йога помогает и в учебе, и в жизни справиться с проблемами. Когда вы владеете собой, владеете своей психикой, владеете своим телом, вы достигнете любых результатов. Я тоже очень много прошел, я йогой занимаюсь уже больше 30 лет. Я вам скажу, что не было ни одной ситуации, с которой бы не мог справиться. И здесь мне помогала йога, медитация, когда через медитацию я мог решить многие заранее вопросы, как предусмотреть ситуации. Я вам очень по-хорошему завидую. У вас есть такая возможность, у меня такой когда-то возможности не было. При Советском Союзе йога была запрещена, даже была уголовная статья. Вот. И меня чуть за это когда-то привлекали, скажем, но не посадили, слава Богу. Так что у вас все впереди. Доброго вам пути. Слушайте своих преподавателей, а мы вам поможем. Методическими материалами будем вам помогать, будем содействовать вашему развитию. Все, спасибо.
I thank everybody for this great occasion to take stage and help us and guide us. And before we go for the final part of the program of exchange of souvenirs, I will request and if it is possible, our loving ambassador, if it will be possible in this school in future time to time to have some training classes for the children here of the school for different Indian cultural things like dance, like mehendi or something else. It will be wonderful for the children to learn. So we'll be in touch with you and your coming new ambassador, and then we'll be making up. Thank you so much, and I will request you for your comments.
No, just that the idea is very good, and it all depends on my successor and other people. The proposal can be given to them, and if I was there, I would have given a go-ahead immediately. But then...
Thank you so much, sir. I thank sir for his spacious time. He is leaving tomorrow to India after completing his 3 years of tenure here. So just because of the love for the intellect, he has been here for this 1 hour from his valuable time. And I request him to present the books on Indian culture to the library here of the lyceum-intellect.
There are lots of books which they're all on India. So who is going to... Oh, right. So this is for the library. And so you take it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Photos are more important. Come this side.
Now from lyceum-intellect, there is a small gift for the ambassador.
Give you also a souvenir. So you remember us. You gave us a lot of help. Thank you for your involvement and for your help, for the time you spent here, for the knowledge you shared.
Wonderful. Thank you.
So I once again thank everybody, the guests and the host, for this wonderful opportunity to open the permanent yoga club in lyceum-intellect from this academic year, and opening up of the Indian-Ukrainian cooperation and friendship corridor, which will be designed in near future and will be having some permanent Indian cultural and artistic and prospective things displayed here. Thank you so much for this program.